We're in the woods as usual. I've just been to town. I've picked up 6 litres of water and a couple of these butane canisters because I ran out of fuel last night and I ran out of water this morning. I've been working on my windows today. I finally did something that I've been umming and ahhing about for probably a year or more, and that is cut through the original black membrane to install the window frames. And I then realised that I needed some sealant, some kind of bathroom sealant to seal the frames in. I went to town, but it's Sunday, so I couldn't get any. So I just left it as it is for now. And I've got the top membrane, the clear one, to keep everything dry. But it was really nice inside to see daylight coming in. I mean, excuse the mess. I'm in the middle of cooking and working, but you know, there is progress. And once I get those windows sealed in, it will be time then to bury the thing finally. The main purpose of this video is I want to give a shout out and a huge thank you to Ben from 401 Files. This is a guy who contacted me quite recently, and he was resonating with a lot of the things that I'm thinking about and talking about. And you know, it was clear to see why when I went and had a look at a few of his most recent videos and some of his older videos, because I like to go back to the start of the channel, right? You can organise videos by date added oldest and see how people got started, and that's really interesting. And yeah, Ben and I have a very similar way of looking at the world, let's say. There's a lot of crossover, let's say. So he said, would I like to do a collaboration of some form? And then I think together we hit on the idea of just doing like a really informal interview, and that's what we did. And you know, we both got all the footage from each other, and I was going to make a version as well, but having seen Ben's version and the little intro he did and the little outro he did and the beautiful job he did of editing the whole thing, I'm not even going to bother, mate, because you've aced it. So there's no point me doing my own version of it. So anyone who's on my channel and you've not heard of Ben, you've not heard of 401 Files, I urge you to go and check his channel out. If you're into my stuff, you'll definitely be into Ben's stuff, and he uses much more sort of technologically advanced cameras, let's say. His cinematography is wonderful. You really feel like you're there in the woods. Check that out. Like last night, what was it? I downloaded one of his videos and took it out to the woods with me to watch as I was having dinner. What was it? It was something like Creepy UK Forest Explore, a recent one. And he's kind of looking at pines like this, but much closer together, much darker. And there's some of them lying down like crossed over, and some of them lying down in a TP shape. And I was just like, yeah, it could be the wind, it could be the wind. And he carries on, and later on he's just in this really dark, closed in part of the forest, and it's quite atmospheric. And then he sees this tree, and I'm not kidding you, it's like a straight pine, but it's been bent over, like it's curved like an arc. And you're just thinking, it can't have been the wind. There's no way the wind would do that to a tree. And none of the other trees in the area, they're all stood up straight, or they're just fallen over normally like you'd expect. But this one tree just bent over, and you're just thinking, what the hell? So I strongly advise you go and I'll put a link to that specific video in the comments. And I strongly advise you go and watch Creepy UK Forest Explore by 401 Files.
So yeah, like I said, I've walked through this forest many times, covered many miles in this forest, and never stumbled across that. Looks like it's going to be some kind of a stone maze from what I'm picking up right now.